Episode 251. You got a song.
In before you could.
You like cut me right off.
Yep. That's what I did.
It was so worth it.
Yeah. How
Thank
you doing?
you for that tune. I'm great. I'm so happy to be here with you. I have so much to discuss.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I feel like I had orders of business. I was like, next episode I'm going to do like orders of business that we cover first, and now I forget all of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. First of all, maybe I'll mention our website, which has been down. People were not happy. I think it's running smoothly now. That's where you can sign up for the newsletter. You can get our merch. And also we have the page with all the codes from our sponsors. So, if you forget those, you can go there. Our Patreon has been really fun lately with the Q&As and the
oh my gosh,
cold
Marie.
calls.
I mean, come on.
That interview was
Come on.
so... I mean, I just laughed the whole time.
She's the actual best.
I really like her.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, you know those people that you're just around and you feel better?
Yeah.
It takes me 30 seconds of Marie before I'm like, okay, well, I'm good today. That feels great.
I do
Happier
not.
person.
So part of what was so funny about that interview was how she says she has so many rivals and enemies. And I don't understand how she has so many because, yes, she's like assertive.
Uh-huh.
But, like, really funny and
Not
good-hearted.
It's like Brad who's mad about the pizza thing.
Yeah, but, like, Cara Maria, I don't know. It just makes me laugh that so many people hate her because I love her.
Yeah, same.
Okay, anyway, welcome to the show. Let's just dive right in.
Let's.
Shall we?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about, oh, my God. Did you read about the fertility clinic that had a, quote, catastrophic failure?
Oh, yes. And lost all the eggs.
Sarah!
I know. Didn't it, like, something happen where the power went off and they got too hot?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have a backup generator.
Could you imagine if that were?
But someone just forgot to flip the switch when they left that night for work.
Stop!
No, it was like a simple,
just
honest mistake. And then the power did go out. And then those eggs went right into scrambled. Like they were cooked.
Rotten.
Yeah, rotten eggs. Oh my God. And my heart broke for those families.
Really devastating.
Like I don't want to start off on the wrong foot here, but I just was like, oh, I forgot to mention this because anybody that's gone through like fertility, even when everything goes right, it is stressful.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody had to make a phone call to every family and be bad news.
Like, can you sue them?
Yeah, they're suing
good.
for sure.
Like,
but who cares if those were your only eggs?
Money doesn't matter. What can you do? It doesn't matter.
Or like if your husband's sperm and then he died or something.
Yeah,
and
I was
that's
just
it.
going to say he died.
Oh, you can't put a price tag on that?
No, you can't. Oh my God, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about that.
Yeah.
For those people.
I know.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is so sad. And I just thought, like, obviously you would sue if you were in that position. Yeah. But like how... Let's say someone came to your therapist's office and was like, this,
my God.
How would you even walk them through that? I know it's like a death in a way.
It is.
Yeah.
We'd have to go through the whole grieving process and talk about, it's like the loss is always the thing that's the most, it's like regret.
Totally.
It's that all those feelings. It's the feeling of a loss.
We've been talking about privately, Sarah and I, about the idea of regrets.
Yeah.
And it probably means we're getting old because like young people don't have any. I remember like that was Madonna's whole thing was like absolutely no regrets. In
that's
song.
right. She would whisper it. Absolutely no regrets.
And I think she does believe in that concept. I am very suspicious of.
Yeah, I used to throw around the phrase like I do not. What did I say? I do not regret the things I've done, but that which I did not do.
Say that again?
I do not regret the things I've done, but that which I did not do.
Oh, totally.
But I'm still like, I kind of regret some of the things I did
both,
too.
But I regret the things I didn't do more.
Yeah.
Those are the worst what ifs.
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I should have sat down on that finish line right before Johnny crossed
You always
it.
say that.
And I'm like, nope.
I disagree with you about that because then you're automatically the bad guy and you didn't even know he was going to say no.
Right. That's true.
Because then he would have said, I was going to split it with you.
Yeah.
But he would have said.
I know. It's a lose-lose.
You can't regret that.
You're right. You're right. I got to throw that out the window.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not nearly as
I'm
bad
glad we worked that out. Okay. I'm glad that's off my list.
On a lighter subject,
Yep.
you know how light?
You're like, thanks, Zeus.
Please. How last episode we were talking about emojis?
Yeah.
I did a little bit of. I went down a rabbit hole of emoji stuff and like got really into what is that council? Una something. Their name is like super official. It's like Unisom something council.
Okay, cool.
But there is a huge push for a very specific emoji to come out that I am so in support of.
Give me a hint.
We enjoy this.
Is it a food? It's white wine.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes.
I read about that.
Kendall Jackson is proposing they put forth a proposal for the white wine emoji.
Yeah.
Their proposal, the opening paragraph, hilarious.
Okay, read it.
Okay. It basically reads like, in the article I read, it was in Viceland, or on Vice magazine, and it said, no, this isn't a 10th grader's quadruple space term paper about beverages. Because it says, since 6000 BC, wine has played a critical role for humanity.
Wow.
The beverage has a complex and history that spans cultures, socioeconomic classes, rituals, and religions. White wine viticulture has reached every continent, excluding Antarctica, and has been consumed around the world for thousands of years.
Wow.
That's their opening
I'm convinced.
paragraph.
You know what?
15-page proposal they put forward.
Okay, and did it get approved? We don't know yet.
Not yet.
That's crazy.
And their argument, they're also saying that it would be a really well used emoji because the white or the red wine is I guess out of 2,666 emojis.
That's how many there are?
Yes,
2,000?
can you believe that? Where does wine fall in the order?
I would put it at 75?
233.
Oh, okay. But I didn't know there were that many to begin with.
Yeah, a lot.
So that kind of made my answer like, I don't have any idea.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy.
You know what the least popular emojis are?
The flags.
I would think that.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Oh, what are
the
they?
least used ones? This is the weirdest one, too. I'm like, I feel like I would use this.
Okay.
The mouse face.
Really?
Juggling.
Come on.
And the block number 1.
That's it.
But why is the block... Right. We should just go on a mad... use them like crazy.
Wait, name them again. The juggler.
The mouse face.
The mouse face.
It's juggling. It's not even a juggler. It's like 3 balls that go in a circle.
Okay, wow.
Who even knew what that was?
I didn't.
Right?
And then the number 1.
Number 1 that's in a block.
Is there a block 2 and stuff?
Yeah. Which is like, why are the other ones not more popular?
I bet there is a reason.
Yeah.
Like the other ones are used in a certain sport or...
Something like that.
That is so funny.
You want to know the top ones?
Yeah.
What do you think number 1 is?
The crying emoji, like the laughing cry.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay, yeah.
Number 2 is hearts.
Okay.
Then...
like of any color.
I think it's just the heart.
One.
Like...
The red one?
Or maybe it's the 2 hearts. It just said hearts.
Oh, it must be
the 2 heart.
The double pink.
Yeah, I use that all the time.
I love that one.
And then heart face, like the heart or face with the heart eyes.
Yeah.
Then the heart blowing a kiss.
Yeah.
And the eye roll.
Yeah.
You know, those are like all my favorites.
I do also love the emoji with the big eyes where he's like,
that's a good one. Whoa, buddy. One thing that I read in this that I was like, ugh, I'm so annoyed. So they were looking at what is the top ranking of, like, what's the first emoji that comes up that's gendered?
Yeah.
The very first
the
one.
Eggplant.
Stop being hilarious.
What is it?
It's the woman with her hand up.
Oh, okay.
But you know what?
She's saying hand up but flat.
But like
you know
flat.
that one?
Yeah, like she's carrying an invisible tray. This is the 20th most popular one.
Okay.
But the emoji cheat sheet that has the description of everything. Do you know what they call that person?
No. What?
Information desk person.
Why?
So the female is the default information desk person.
Right.
It's like it's not a.
I'm surprised she beat out the red dress lady.
Oh, good point.
Because I thought that was a real crowd
the first
pleaser.
one that's male is 91st place is the man walking. In the wrong direction, if you ask me.
Don't get
me started.
Wow. So, you know what? They should redo the lady in the red dress and have her put on a pair of Beta brand yoga dress pants.
And she can be like business and pleasure.
Because she could still look stylish.
Yes.
But she could be comfortable. Because you know that red dress is
No
not comfortable.
way is that comfortable. Correct. Get her in those Beta Brand pants.
Have you guys seen me in my Beta Brand dress pant yoga pants? Because they are adorable.
I love that we're calling them dress pant yoga pants.
That's what they're called.
It's great. Let's just always refer to it as that.
They're so cute. Both of mine are boot cut. But they do have straight leg and crop and like skinny styles. They have black, navy, gray, khaki, all different colors. And they're so flattering. And that's why I always end up posting on Instagram because whatever I say will not do them justice.
Yeah, they're so cute. I love the pinstripes.
Me too. They're very flattering. And then like I wear them to meetings a lot. But most of you guys that don't work in your own house like me, you can go out and wear them to work and still be comfortable. And that's why I started wearing them because I was like, I could be dressy, but also feel good. And if you visit betabrand.com and use our code BRAINCANDY, you can get 20% off of yours. Millions of women agree that these are the most comfortable pants you'll ever wear to work. That's betabrand.com, betabrand.com, and use code BRAINCANDY and get 20% off your dress pant yoga pants. And that one thing that's really cool about them is that they are like... they started as like crowdfunded. Oh, cool. And you can vote, like once you buy a pair, then they'll send you emails and be like, do you like this pair? You can get in now, vote on them. And then when they're available, then you get them. It's really cool. Cool. Okay. Wait, there was something else I wanted to say about those emojis.
I can tell you that the word emoji means picture character in Japanese.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
So that's the word they use.
Yeah, for picture character is what it translates to.
Great.
Yeah.
You really taught us a lot on that.
There are 8 new ones coming out for 2019. Dumb.
Ah!
I'm so... Okay. A woolly mammoth.
Oh, no.
A dodo bird.
What?
You won't give me a tape dispenser, and you chose an animal that isn't even... that isn't even around anymore. You chose an extinct animal.
Is it extinct? I
A
didn't even
dodo
know
is
that.
extinct.
Oh, my God.
Well,
maybe it's a tribute, Sarah.
I mean, but like...
Dinosaurs are extinct.
Okay, that's a good point. But think of when you would use the woolly mammoth emoji. Tell me in what...
Okay, I would. Okay. They're cute.
Well, yeah, but like what sentence were you going to be like,
if it was really cold, like Ice Age, you know?
Oh.
You know, like something like that maybe. But is there a snowman?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You can use that instead. There's also a carpentry saw that's coming out, a screwdriver, magic wand.
I like what I'm hearing.
I like that.
Okay.
A feather. I don't remember that. A ninja and a military helmet.
A ninja in a military...
No, a ninja and a military helmet. That's hilarious.
Stretched.
And, drunk.
Finally!
But they're not calling it drunk. They're calling it woozy.
I like that. Well, right, because it might not be alcohol induced.
It's like, ooh. Yeah.
I love that.
Like woozy.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, I read an article in The Atlantic, and this is like keeping with our theme about dating, but there's just one thing I wanted to mention. Yeah. It's about, I should put it in the newsletter because I didn't write down all the details. The thing that just stuck out to me was that they referred to there are 2 types of relationships, and that's it. And they said there are love masters and love disasters.
Tell me everything.
Right? That's like, why didn't I write down the rest? Because I remember reading it and thinking, oh my God, this is so true. And I could picture like different couples in my mind, like they're a love master and they're a love disaster.
Oh my God, this is so true.
Yeah. And so I'm going to reread it because I want more details on like...
I don't often write things down, but I'm like,
well, because I'm sure you have a lot of couples that come into you as well. And so like if you were able to see, oh, they fit into this category, the other. And I love when... Usually I like subtlety and nuance, but sometimes it's helpful if it's just dualistic and like black and white. And like this was one of those cases where I was like, I can see which couples fit into which. Yes. So anyway, I just want to mention.
And I'm really in love with the phrase "love master" because it implies that there's a learning And you don't just wake up and you're the master at something.
Good point.
You become a master at something by honing your skill, by practicing, by working at it. So you can like not practice and be a love disaster, but nobody who practices all the time, and if you do practice, you do become a master at it. Mm-hmm. So it can really encourage couples of like, learning. You can become love masters by really working at this and really practicing and, you know, putting the effort in.
Yeah, which some people don't want to do.
Yeah.
But if you're willing, I think there's always room to get better at that, which was cool. But I'll find that article and send it to you, and I'll put it in the newsletter because I think there was a lot of insight in there that sometimes I'm so into an article, then I forget to write everything down.
That is like basically the story of my life.
Right. I'm always like, why didn't you tell me about that?
But I read it. Yeah, I know all about this.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Do you want to hear about this article I read about psychics?
Uh-huh.
And how they were comparing them to people that have auditory hallucinations, like folks that are schizophrenic.
Okay. Yes, please.
I'm curious. Thought you would be interested.
I would be really interested to see the brain scans.
Yeah. Well, they did that.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They did.
I'm like nervous for what you're going to tell me.
Well, they did all kinds of studies to like, they wanted to know, are psychics, you know, like John Edward, for example, who say that they can hear, or Long Island Medium, who say that they can hear from the people that have passed away, or, you know, that hear a voice like, I'm hearing such and such and whatever. If really they're just, if they're mentally ill maybe, or if they're really hearing something.
Right.
So one thing that they determined was by comparing, I think the scan, and having the psychics and they called them psychotics chart down what the voices sounded like. Yeah, that they were the same. So the volume was the same, which was actually it was helpful because then it showed that they were truly hearing things. They weren't just saying like, yeah, I heard this voice, and they would be like, what?
The volume is the same?
Yeah. So then that made me feel good. I like that because that means someone's telling the truth and they're not lying. I don't like when people lie. Yeah. So that felt good. Like, okay, maybe they're psychic or whatever, and they really are hearing these things. And then, so then they played recordings of distorted voices to both, and the hallucinators misidentified their own voices, right? So the distorted voice was really their own.
Okay.
And the psychotics didn't know that, but the psychics did. So they, you know how like...
Okay, that kind of makes you think that maybe it's just
like the people that are having auditory hallucinations, it's really themselves. But they don't know
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's their own thoughts.
Yeah.
Dude, this is really...
It was so good.
This is huge. Why? This is like a big... Like I'm having like all these thoughts come into which I know are my own. I know.
Whose are they?
Yeah.
And
Dude.
Then a couple other things, or one other thing that I read in there that...
The mind is a crazy place. So do you think they just get attached to that? Like it's like a mislabeling in your mind and you think it's somebody else's voice.
For the psychotics, yes.
Yeah. And then it becomes... The same way if you try not to think about something, you think about it more often. Like them thinking that voice is in in their head probably made that voice come up more often.
Well, you're familiar with the comedian Maria Bamford?
Yes.
And how she suffers with mental illness. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that she suffers with, she refers to as unwanted thoughts.
Oh, yes. That's OCD.
Yeah. And it includes thoughts about hurting people she loves.
Yeah.
And now she knows like how to cope better with that. But at the beginning, she was just like, "Why am I thinking?"
I've been plagued by those.
I think
before.
Everybody has, especially during high stress times.
Yes,
I get them a lot, and I'm like, "Why are you thinking even this disgusting thing or horrible?"
Sometimes I'll be driving the car and be like, "What if you just let go of the wheel and you just drive your car off the road?" And I'm like, "What? That's crazy! Don't you know you're not going to do that?" But
you've learned how to deal with that. I think this is a similar type of situation. Yes. But then. You know how you told me they almost like the voice because it's comforting and familiar? Yeah. Maybe it's because they're...
Well, and that's what people who are schizophrenic say when they go on... Some people...
They don't want the medicine.
They don't want the meds because then they're lonely and it takes away those...
Then the last thing that I read,
oh my God,
that I wanted to mention from that article was that amongst the psychotics, I do not believe in the psychics, but in the psychotics, whenever they would hear voices, there was increased muscle movement in their throat, like unconsciously, in the same muscles we use to speak.
talk.
Yeah, which showed again that it was actually them.
Oh, dude,
Fascinating, right?
this is.
I believe that was the Atlantic.
I'm
I'll
like,
find it.
I feel like this changes how I've thought about schizophrenia.
Really? Why?
Because it feels like it comes from a different place now.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
Maybe you can help them more by knowing like the source, even if they don't know the source.
Yeah. This is, that you are in charge of these voices in your head, and really it's you who's narrating.
Yeah.
And you get to choose what thoughts are in your... You know, I mean, I have one aunt who was schizophrenic, and I have a mother who's a psychic.
Oh, right.
So it's like...
So maybe one is like
thoughts.
using this thing as a positive for people, and you know, I don't know. And the article wasn't trying to say like psychics are real or not.
Right.
That wasn't the goal. It was just comparing people that have similar symptoms, where for one group they like it, like the psychics don't want to usually get rid of the information coming, but oftentimes, even if this psychotic person is comfortable with the voice, it troubles them, and the voice will be saying things that are upsetting. Yeah. And it was making differentiation between those two things.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's really cool. And there's probably a lot of stuff at play. Like if you just have if you just have those thoughts, but then you don't, like, all mental illness, it kind of exists in layers, you know? So it's like not just one symptom. It's that you, I don't know, have a tendency to be more violent. And then you have voices. And then you have, you know, like it's like layers of stuff that cause, you know. And most people who are schizophrenic are not violent. So
yeah. Right. Good point. Good thing to remember.
Yeah. At all, really.
Yeah.
Just let them talk to the tree and to the light post
fine
over
with
there.
it.
Let's go ahead.
You want to switch gears?
Sure. I have a girl at school, woman at school. Every day she comes in, I'm like, those were ModCloth? She's like, yep. I'm like,
really?
you using our coupon code? Yep.
Good. ModCloth is a really wonderful site that you can go to get real cute clothes. They have a lot of vintage styles, which I'm into.
That's what that gal's into.
And they have such a great range of sizes. They have XXS all the way to 4X. So you can get something pretty much whatever size you are. If you have a question about fit, they have a team of stylists that they called Mod Stylists. Ooh. They'll hook you up with a complimentary sizing and help.
Oh, that's cool.
And you know how it's really fun. Like if you're on Pinterest, like fall's a big season for people to get real into
layers.
Yeah, because you get your boots out and you get your scarves out or whatever, your sweaters. And it's just fun to get new stuff. And they have a lot of great things right now. And I recently was looking at their denim.
Ooh.
And because
like jeans or jacket, or
I
what
was
are you
looking
interested
at jeans, and then I saw overalls, and I go through overall phases, so I think I'm going to be going for that. And if you want to get 15% off your purchase of $100 or more, go to modcloth.com and enter promo code Brain Candy at checkout. This offer is valid for one-time use only and expires on December 5th, 2018. To get 15% off your purchase of $100 or more, go to modcloth.com and enter promo code Brain Candy at checkout. This offer is valid for one-time use only and expires on December 5th, 2018. Get some stuff, Sarah.
Mm-hmm. And now all the bathing suits are on sale.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like 50% off.
Get out.
The one that you have, the green one, is like $30. I know. You got a lot of use out of it.
That's awesome. I'm psyched.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know, Sarah. Thanks for piping up about that. Yeah. She was going to keep it to herself, and then she was like, all right,
take
I'll
all the
tell
bathing
them.
suits.
Are you sad that Costco's getting rid of their Polish hot dog?
I did hear that people are outraged. And of all of the things that Costco has to offer, that was my favorite.
Is there, sounds stupid, but like I've gotten the hot dog there. Is that different from the Polish one?
Yeah.
Which one's that? I don't get it.
I think the Polish sausage, it's like thicker.
Okay.
And a little.
Does it have different toppings, like sauerkraut or something?
I always thought that the toppings were like DIY.
What's Polish about it then?
I don't know. I think it's a style of sausage. Well, now we have to look this up. I have to see it.
Well, the article that I read, as you look that up, said that they're getting rid of the Polish hot dog in favor of acai bowls and organic burgers.
Oh, acai bowls. There are a few things I'm annoyed with.
Okay.
I'm annoyed with, well, okay, and we can't say I'm annoyed. I just feel like it's a food trend that's not going to last.
The bowls? What is an acai bowl? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, dang, that Polish hot dog looks good.
I know. I could kill that right now.
Oh, my God. I think that, is the Polish dog different than the all beef?
That's what I asked.
No, they are two different.
I'm into the all beef.
You're into the all beef, and then
What's
there's
the
Polish
mean, though? Is it a different meat product?
I don't
Question mark.
know. Yeah.
Does it look different? One maybe
it's like
long?
thicker.
Oh, okay.
And maybe it's a pork product.
Mm-hmm. And the other one's beef. They should just say pork for Pete's sake.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound nearly as appetizing as Polish sausage. But I bet you're right with the toppings are a little different.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just seems like Costco, I understand what they're trying to do there, but the people that go to Costco, and I am a member, by the way, so it's not like I'm saying anything bad. We don't want an acai bowl.
No. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, and also, if you look at the acai bowl and the sugar contents and the stuff, like, you can make that unhealthy as you want. It's just kind of like when, McDonald's tries to trick us with some salads.
Trick you.
And when you put everything on the salad and like the dressing and everything, it has just as much.
Oh, I see.
Like the nutritional value and the sodium intake is pretty much the same as the burger.
Yeah,
you're just getting some green in there. That's it. But I feel the same with the acai bowl. I'm like, there's so much sugar in there from all that fruit.
You still didn't tell me what it is.
Oh, it's a berry from Amazon.
Yeah, but what's a bowl of it?
They take the berries, they freeze them, and then they like puree the berry. So it's almost like a shake. It's a very thick smoothie.
Smoothie, that's
yeah. And so they'll put it in a bowl and they'll put honey and granola and bananas on top, and it's like a super power rich, antioxidant rich, berry fruit that's super great, and it's really good if you've spent the entire day chopping down trees in the Amazon.
I don't know.
And then you would need it. It's like a great post surfing, food that's kind of like popular on those kind of, but
okay,
to down one of those when you're just walking through Costco seems like, I don't know.
Yeah,
just eat the hot dog.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And that's what I was gonna say is these food trends. The other one I'm upset about are poke bowls.
Yes, I am not into that.
They're opening up a new poke bowl place.
Is that just here though? Is that a California thing?
Maybe because
they're
not
like doing that
10
in Pittsburgh.
Near. I'm like, nobody needs a new poke bowl place.
But they seem like they're always busy. These places.
We can't even get a breakfast spot in my neighborhood, and they got 2 poke bowl places. Stop opening those. Give me some eggs.
But I think that it's because there's a lot of demand, Sarah.
Maybe. They want some.
You want no part of it.
I just want one restaurant in the neighborhood to be that.
Yeah. You don't need 10.
No.
Did you read about the lady who killed her father, and it was because she said he abused her, sexually abused her whole life? Mm-hmm. Did you read about it? I wanted to ask you about it, given your history. Because I think it was in England, and I think she's on trial, but it's like, she's definitely not denying she did it.
Yeah.
But she was an adult. She's an adult. She's in her maybe 50s.
Oh, wow.
And she still lived at home.
Oh.
And never learned to drive or something. Never had a boyfriend.
Seems bizarre.
And she lost it. And I think this is going to be one of those things I get wrong, and people are going to write to me, and I hate it. But I think she hit him on the head with a shovel. That's how she did it. Something made her snap, and she just did him off. And now she'll probably be convicted, but like maybe with
lesser
just
sentence.
a few years or something.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I mean, do you think she did the right thing?
Ugh. No, obviously. I don't
think that is obvious.
Well, oh God.
Because you hear about, those guys that'll be like, if anybody ever touches my daughter, I'm gonna. I feel like
that. The reason why I say it's bad is because that act it's temporary relief.
Yeah.
It's not real. You're not going to kill that person and then go, well, all those years of sexual abuse don't bug me anymore.
Really?
For real.
Well, I know it would still bug you, as you're saying.
Yeah. Well,
But I would think
I'm cured, I'm fixed.
You'd feel, especially because she still lived at home.
If she were still in some way being victimized, and it's like what did they call it? The when there's domestic violence and then the wife kills the husband.
Oh yeah, domicide or something.
And but if it's self-defense, even if it's ongoing, like there's something that says
like
that.
even if it's not a threat in that moment, but it's just
like
like
ongoing abuse and what those conditions do to a person.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Anyway,
you know what it reminds me of in a weird way is that Mommy Dead and Dearest.
Yeah,
because it's like,
whose side are you on?
Whose side are you on? Yeah,
right.
But I do think that acting out or like revenge or anything that's like that is only a temporary.
Yeah,
it's at that moment is like fleeting. It's not real.
Yeah, she
would probably get much more closure from actually working to like prosecute and take him. Have like
but if she's been abused that long,
she's
not the type because she was still living at home and didn't have a life.
Name? It's the something defend the.
So like she was a person who her brain had been affected to the extent that she was debilitated in life.
Yeah.
So I think she thought this was her only chance. Right. I love how I keep bringing up like the most depressing things. I'm sorry, Sarah. I will stop right this second.
I don't know if people are really going to want to hear the story about the alpaca that was killed by Doritos.
Well, I know they will want to hear about it, and they'll want to hear about how cute our shoes are.
Yeah.
And how...
Oh, my God. Yours looked great with your outfit the other day.
Yep. I've been wearing my Rothy's. Have you guys seen them on my Instagram? That's another thing I post all the time. Because, like I always say, they're chic and comfortable, and they are sustainable because they are made out of recycled plastic. But then you think, well, how are they cute? But they are.
They're super cute.
And they're machine washable. And I hope you guys get them, especially if you go to work and want to look cute but want to be comfortable again. Just like we said about...
Everybody will think your shoes look so sleek, and you'll be like, I'm like practically wearing bedroom slippers.
They feel like slippers. They have the flat, the point, and the loafer. They have tons of colors and patterns. I think they even have like a... didn't you tell me they have an animal print?
Yeah, I was just going to say I have my eye on the leopard print one.
That's what I think I want to get.
And they have the snakeskin one. That's cute.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. We love our Rothy's, and we know you will too. Right now, Rothy's has an amazing deal for our listeners. Use code BRAINCANDY to get free shipping, no minimum, free shipping and free returns and exchanges on your Rothy's shoe. Trust me, you won't return them, though, because they're so comfy. Go to rothys.com, rothys.com, and enter BRAINCANDY to get your cute shoes and free shipping. No-brainer. Shoes that are comfortable, stylish, and sustainable, and free shipping. Go get your pair today. Rothys.com. Promo code BRAINCANDY. Get the deal while it lasts.
Can you imagine how comfy you'd be in your Beta Brand pants and Rothy's shoes?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, hello.
Tag team.
Yeah.
Tag team comfort and cuteness.
So comfy.
Tell me about the alpaca.
I think it happened in Florida. I'm pretty sure.
It just happened. I saw his picture.
Yeah,
so
it's real sad. So
R.I.P. What was his name?
Oh, he was unnamed.
Oh, no.
I know.
Alpaca dough.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Because it was at an alpaca farm, and so they don't go to the business of naming all 200.
So they would shear this alpaca for his...
Probably.
Okay.
Yes. Let's hope it's not alpaca meat.
What the fuck happened?
So, okay, this is really fucked up. Sorry, Linda. This dude, who in my mind is like a slob,
that's terrible.
Would come by.
You don't even know that though. It's like the way you're picturing him.
Yeah, I'm picturing him as just like gross.
A lowlife.
Like I'm picturing him as kind of like the guy on what's it, Jurassic Park who ruins everything. Who's like
Newman.
Yeah, Newman.
Yeah.
It's totally Newman. Yeah, he's like just freaking gross, and you know he smells bad too.
Sarah!
Sorry, I just am saying that he does.
Why do you believe this? What happened?
Because he's the murderer. What he would do is he would go and dump bags like trash, like junk food or whatever, over the fence.
What do you mean, trash or junk food?
Well, this is the part where I was a little confused because they said that he would dump junk food back there.
Why, though?
But then it wasn't clear whether they were like, if he was dumping it like, oh, alpacas would love this, I'm going to dump it there for them. Or it almost seemed like he was getting rid of his own trash and all that stuff was there. But the things that he threw over the fence this one night were Doritos, cheese nips, and peanuts.
This sounds awesome.
And the alpaca just couldn't help himself.
Just the one?
Just the one. Well, that's why they're usually not concerned, because the whole herd will come through and eat like a little bit here and there isn't that bad. But I guess this guy was dumping a whole bunch of trash, and this little alpaca ate too many Doritos, like for real, and he got something called endotoxemia, which is where, like, I don't know, the levels in your body of sodium and whatever it is just go nuts, and you have like seizures.
Okay, well,
and then he died. Oh yeah, it was in Florida.
Are alpacas vegetarian? That's like they eat grass and stuff?
Yes.
Like sheep, kind of.
Yes.
And so they're not used to people food.
Right.
Especially.
Right.
And did they know that this was like malice?
That's the part that is unclear.
Because then why are you picturing him with all these terrible descriptors if you don't know for sure?
Because I'm just picturing what kind of person would be like, here, alpaca, have some Doritos, and throw them over the fence.
It's a weird thing to do.
To picture them or to throw it over the fence?
For him to.
Yeah. Very weird.
Because that's why when I read the headline, I thought, well, someone just had good intentions that went bad. Like they were just feeding them out of love, but then...
It was dumped, though.
That's
it's like
so
dumped
weird.
and drove away. Because they like didn't even watch to see the alpacas enjoy the Doritos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
Yeah, it seems bizarre.
And I wonder how they implicated this guy.
Yeah.
Are there videos or something?
I don't know. Probably videos of him leaving the crime scene. Also, while the alpaca was in the hospital, he got a blood transfusion from his dad, and he still didn't make it.
You're lying to me.
I swear. Can you believe that?
No.
No, alpaca blood transfusion from his dad.
That's not a good sign about what is in these food items.
I would also like to point out that I'm currently eating a bag of Doritos as we speak.
Right. Well, I do like snacks, so I'm pretty well stocked over here.
Oh, she's so stocked. It's the best.
But, when I was growing up, I really always thought when I would be an adult, I could eat whatever I want, and then I would, and I don't.
Yeah.
I rarely bust them out.
Oh.
Like, usually it's like a bedtime snack or something.
Yeah.
But it's funny when you're a kid how you think, I am going to eat Ho-Hos. Yeah. I loved, like, Swiss cake rolls. And
Oh, I know those.
You like the nut or butter, whatever.
Nutty bars.
Nutty bars.
Yeah.
Nutty bars. Anyway, maybe we should learn a valuable lesson from that alpaca.
Yeah. Don't overindulge. And if you do, don't bother with a blood transfusion.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. There's weird stuff going on in Florida.
Well, duh.
Yeah, always. Like the security guard who videotaped himself farting for 6 months and recently got fired from the hospital that he works as a security guard at after he posted it.
Where did he post it?
On the internet. And he created this whole account. He calls himself, I'm so annoyed with this, Paul Flart. But like, if you're going to call it Paul Flart and add the L, why don't you just call it Paul Fart? Blart? Why did you have to do the F and H, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, what the L is unnecessary in there.
I can't take it. Right? I like the best part was when you go, do you see what I mean? Like you see what I'm saying about this? Yeah, I do. Paul Fart, but
right.
I don't know. Just as I said that, it sounds
not as funny.
Well, it's more clear that it's a reference when you add the
Fart.
L.
Yeah. Yeah, recently fired. His video got like so far.
And he's a security guard, just like Paul Blart.
That's where the whole thing. His real name's Doug. He didn't choose to give his last name to Vice News, but his real first name's Doug.
Okay, Doug.
Yes.
Would make videos doing what now?
Farting.
But what do you mean?
Like every time he just held the camera in front of him like selfie style and let him rip.
No.
And then did a compilation of all of them that's like 6 minutes long.
You have got to be kidding me.
And it's had over 300, almost 400,000 views. And it went
where did you say? I'm sorry.
It was on, I think
YouTube
well, this
or
part, I don't know. It was on Reddit that you know, he was like number one on Reddit. Yeah, for real. And I'm like, I can't even click that video
That's
to
so
play it.
awesome.
And it
Is
was like,
what does he look like?
exactly like Paul Blart. Yeah, he looks more like Newman. He could be the Dorito guy. It might actually be the same guy.
Come on.
For real.
So why was he fired though?
Because he's doing it at the hospital. You can see the logo of the hospital in the background. He's like supposed to be working security. And then, you know, I have this. He's like on the clock.
Yeah, but
do you think what do they call it? Time theft?
Yeah, but maybe if the name wasn't in there, they wouldn't have got
Yeah, he maybe wouldn't have got caught, but as he rose in popularity.
As his star rose.
Yeah.
And so then he got fired, but now he has like this big career farting.
I guess so. He's like he's like that's what he's going to do now, I guess. He moved to Florida. His mother was sick, and so he moved to Florida to take care of her. I don't know where from. And he was looking for a job and couldn't get a job and saw that there were a bunch of security jobs available. So he got his, like, you know, whatever you need, license or to
kill,
protect, serve and protect with his gas. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah, and so then but in the article they describe him as being the nicest guy, and he's so funny, and everybody loves him, and they put him as a security guard at the front desk because he's great to talk to on the phone, and he's just always made people laugh, and so he thought, like, what's not funny about a fart? It's universal. It's like the universal language, he was saying. Like, it's so funny to hear him talk about how, like, it makes everybody laugh, and you can't blah, 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 blah. And I'm just
Let me guess, single?
Probably.
I don't think Doug has a partner.
No. Yeah. I would never. I'm not into farting at all.
At all.
At all.
You people that have the families that fart,
no,
I hate you.
I'm not for it. I hate
we should do a poll. Dahlia,
yes.
If you're listening, can you make a poll on our Twitter account?
Yes.
About whether they're farting families?
Yes. I mean, we understand that everybody does. It's just, are you the kind where it's like not allowed and you don't do it in front of people? Or are you the kind that just lets it rip? I hate the letter rippers.
Here's the thing. I think we've even talked about this. Like, we're starting to repeat topics. But the main problem I have, of course, with the fart is the odor of obviously. And that's why I find burps funnier. Although sometimes they stink, but like generally it's like just a noise.
It's just like, yeah.
But I tell Lincoln, you get in that bathroom and do that. Yes.
That is so good that you teach your child.
Come on.
You have to. Just shame him.
Farting families make me sick.
Me too. I hate it.
Shall I move on?
Please.
Did I mention to you the article I read in the Atlantic about like the appeal of, for example, Tough Mudder?
Oh, no.
You know.
But I'm super into it.
Have you done one?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of feel like 10 years on the challenge counts.
Totally. But like now that you don't do the challenge, do you get tempted by them or what?
I would do it in a heartbeat. I just haven't had anybody to do it with.
Oh, you want to do it with someone? Well,
you could do it alone.
Yeah.
It just seems like
it's a social thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I'm the weird one who like shows up to social events and then hangs out by myself. Because I like go alone. Mm-hmm. And I'm like too scared to talk to anybody because I have social anxiety like crazy, even though, you know, you'd never guess.
Right.
So I just don't talk to anybody. And then I'm like at the triathlon by myself,
Yeah.
racing.
Okay.
And like,
but you're open to it. You might do it.
but I want to be involved with the community more. I need people to do it with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come cheer you on.
Oh, that's good.
And I mean, I would consider doing it, but there have been those dangerous things that have happened where people
what?
got hurt and died.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There have been a couple.
God.
But I mean, I guess that's to be expected, like at some point.
Yeah. I mean, with anything.
Yeah,
Right. I'm sure
but-
somebody's died a triathlon before.
Yeah, good point.
Drowned or
it
whatever.
just makes me nervous.
Ugh.
I'll think about it. But anyway, the article was saying that humans, evolutionarily speaking, have this primal urge to be physical, and our lifestyles now are sedentary due to, just the jobs that exist as opposed to how they used to be more manual labor.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of people, this is the solution to that problem. And as you pointed out, there's a communal sense. It's the same reason someone might go to church.
Totally. And you know what? I think about that. It is like church for some people.
Yeah. And you see that with like even just CrossFit and things where it almost feels like religious and spiritual for them.
There are a lot of people who tie religiosity to CrossFit too.
Oh, yeah. There's a big
huge.
overlap there.
Yeah, huge.
And then since these Tough Mudder, and I think there's another one that I can't remember the name of, that are the main two.
Yeah.
Since they started, there has not been an increase overall in exercise amongst the public. It's just the same people that were already doing stuff, participating.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like, it hasn't inspired new recruits.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
the same. Well, I think it's just going to be like that forever.
That
You're not going to motivate somebody who's...
You're either into that or you're
You're
not.
either in... Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, if a new one comes up, like, I am motivated to do those kind of things. And there's like F45 and their Orange Theory and all these new little fitness things. I've done all of them.
Well,
I did CrossFit. I do F45 now.
Like when it says it's just the same people doing these various things and switching out, that doesn't... At first I was disappointed, but then I thought, well, hey, some people need variety.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Yeah, like they get bored with whatever their routine is, so it's like a fun new way to be fit.
It's the Poke Bowl of the...
Of the exercise
exercise
community.
community.
You're so right.
And CrossFit is like phasing out.
Is it? It's
I
going
think
down?
so. Because I think the injuries that are involved, that it keeps pushing you to just more and more and more, where like, yeah, I understand it's like great to, throw up those big numbers. I had to stop doing it because I just was too excited about winning and too excited about having the best time that I was sacrificing form and like all the good stuff that I should be.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I used to think that you were super into fitness and exercise and stuff, but I think you're actually just really into competition.
Yup.
And so that includes a lot of athletic stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not your main thing.
Right.
Okay.
But then, yes and no.
Okay.
But the other thing is, like, if I'm in an emotional place, like, I see how I get a fix.
Yeah. Okay.
I get that hit of dopamine from working out and pushing myself. Like, when I do F45, where it's like interval circuit training, and you'll be at one station and you have to do it for 45 seconds or whatever. And a lot of people will get to second 40 and will stop because they're like exhausted or whatever.
Yeah.
That extra 5 seconds where everybody else stops and I go harder is where I get like, I can feel it physically in my brain where it's like, here you go, here's the dump of all the good stuff. And I sometimes it's so intense that I'll cry. It makes me feel like I want to cry, or like I'll push past like a wall, and it really does feel like I have like a cathartic release.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I become addicted to that. And so I want to go in there, and get that feeling. And the only time I can get that feeling is by like really pushing my body to an extreme place.
Yeah.
But if I'm like in a good place, then physical fitness is really just either competition or just what I like to do outdoors. Mm-hmm. I don't have to think about working out,
Yeah.
It's usually like an emotional
Yeah.
release.
And I mean, in the article, basically was saying what we've always said about the challenge, which is that, you know, a lot of people compete in youth sports and high school sports, and then that's pretty much over. Yeah. Most people aren't in college sports, but some are, and then even fewer are in sports after college. And so there's a lot of people who at some point enjoyed physical competition and then now need to scratch the itch. Yeah. And so they maybe are attracted to these obstacle course style things. Yeah. I don't get it.
I love it.
And like you see a lot of like real funky like paint runs and
oh my gosh, all those, the color run.
Yeah. Does that appeal to you?
Yeah.
You like all that?
I like it. It would depend. I would never want to do any of these things alone.
Okay. But like if you had a group of friends that were like, let's do it, you would just no problem.
No problem.
Okay. I won't be doing that, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm open to it.
Yeah, I would want to do that. Like I've done like turkey trots. And all those, like, Thanksgiving fun run, you know.
Why do people do that? Because then you're going to eat a ton?
And it makes you feel really good. I've only done that once, but when I did, it was like Thanksgiving, like, felt work, you know, like you earned it.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was 5K. It's like, no big deal.
Oh, my God. I couldn't do that if I tried.
You could.
Nope.
You don't think so?
No.
Susie is so serious right now. Like I never seen her so serious. She's like, nope, no. Like this is like.
No, I really couldn't. I really don't even think I could run a mile. I am not lying.
I just don't believe that.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's just like if you were just to look at the two of us and guess which one could run a mile, you would definitely say Susie.
It's just that...
And it's not the case.
It's just that cardio is a very specific skill that I do not have.
Yeah.
I don't think. Even if there was a murderer behind me, I think I couldn't do it. Oh my God. I always think that. Like, what if? If you were being chased by someone with a
Our minds
machete.
go to the opposite place. Because I have all of a sudden, I'm like Flojo. In my mind, when I'm getting chased by a murderer.
That's funny. I don't know. What else do you want to cover before we go? Anything else?
Oh, I kind of want to save this for the next one because it's a long one. I'll just save it.
Oh, you know what? I'll just ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
I read about this woman in Marie Claire who, you know, how you can get the gel manicure. Yeah. And then you...
Oh, please, God, don't say anything bad about the gel manicure. What are you going to say? Oh, no,
well,
she's
you
going
already
to...
know. I know you already know the risks of, like, the light that they use.
No.
The bad kind of light.
Oh, the not LED, they use...
It's like UV.
Yes, UV light.
And she got finger cancer.
Oh my God!
Here's Susie's bad news again.
Okay, well, I use a UV one, not a UV, LED one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. I don't know, but because I'm not a manicure person, but I knew you were, and I thought, I wonder if Sarah worries about that.
I DIY it. I do them all myself.
Yeah, but you have a light.
Yeah.
And it's LED.
Yeah, I'm sure, because it's an over-the-counter one. You don't have to have a... I mean, I got them on right now.
So, you do?
Yeah.
Clear.
I just do like one little thin coat of
Why
natural.
Bother?
Because then I just leave my nails. I don't bite them. I don't pick at them. They look beautiful.
They do look beautiful.
Thanks.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I mean, but
and this is like a week
clearly
old,
I don't
too.
care.
Yeah.
So
once I gave Susie a manicure, and she was like,
"It looks beautiful."
It was like bizarre to her that she was getting.
I just find it invasive and sort of absurd. But obviously, I'm in the minority because most women really love having their nails done.
Yeah, I'm a nail biter and was former nail biter here.
My name is Sarah.
Yes, my name is Sarah. I used to be a nail biter.
When's the last time you bit?
When I watched some movie that was real.
Did you know you were doing it at the time?
Yep, and I limited myself to like 2 fingers. I was like, you're allowed to have those 2. You have to keep the other ones. Yeah, there was some movie that I watched, and I was like, and then recently I watched a scary movie, and I was like, well, there goes the whole hand.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and it's usually like, what happens is I'll be nervous, and I'll just bite the end of it, like just then I just have OCD, and so I feel it. I have obsessive compulsive behaviors, excuse me, not OCD.
Yeah.
And
OCB.
Yeah. Yes, there you go. And so it's like if I have to bring a nail file with me to the movie theaters.
No, you don't.
I've started to do that because if I don't have one,
There's
then
no
I
way
will,
other people appreciate that.
I'm so quiet. Nobody hears me.
Are you sure?
Susie, trust me.
So
Joe Schmo chomping over there on his popcorn is much louder.
When you use your nail file
Yeah.
during the movie, it soothes you? It's a self-soothing thing?
Well, it prevents the hangnail on my finger that will then make me keep biting it, so that it's really just my desire for them to be smooth.
Yeah, I get
And the
that.
nail polish keeps them smooth without like hangnails because gel is like super strong.
How often do you do these gel ones, though? Because they sound dangerous.
Well, I've been doing it like
once a week?
no, probably every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Usually I'll do 2 weeks, and then I'll take a week break, and then I'll do it again.
I'm sure it's rare,
Yeah, and also I really got to find out what kind of light I'm using because that freaks me out.
Yeah, just check on that.
I'm just baking them.
It's what we say about hype all the time. It's like, it's probably not going to be your undoing.
Yes, yeah.
It's the nail light.
Or the Doritos.
And it does feel like a scare tactic when
Totally.
you read about it, but
Yeah.
I just thought I'd mention
There
that.
were always those things of like, I read an article back in the day that was about acrylic nails catching fire.
Okay.
And like if you would go to light a candle.
'Cause, like, it happened
and
to one
yeah,
person.
and your acrylic nails catch on fire or something.
What do you do? Just throw them in water then?
Well, I don't know.
You didn't read that far?
No, I mean, it's just I probably just read the headline then. I wasn't hosting a podcast at this time.
Right. You didn't have to pay attention.
right.
Facts schmacks.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget to check out our website, sign up for the newsletter, leave us a 5-star review. We read them when we're wasted.
Yes,
It's
I love
so
your
fun.
5-star reviews.
And
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend about us, would ya?
Yeah.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.